How's it going, mates? This is Mrjacharles, and we're back with blooming Nightshade. You guys are probably expecting clan ad, or literally anything else. You would have thought I forgot about this game, but I didn't forget about it, because I enjoy it, and I kind of didn't want it to end. But I'm now at the point where I kind of feel like I'm okay with this game ending. Thing is, I kind of feel like it is the best thing I've come to, a successor to Monster Sweethearts, which is why I wanted to, save it for a bit. But it's December, my favourite month of the year, and I thought, well, I might as well get some stuff out of the way now. New Year's is on the way. Anyway, we have an objective. We need to clear Kiku, and then we need to date all the girls we haven't dated, and then that will basically wrap things up for me. There might be some new stuff we can do with some of them if we're friends with them instead of lovers. I don't know, but the main thing I want to do is spend Christmas with all the girls, all of them. Just use a bit of time travel, get 6 pussies in one. That's the plan. I have 6 cats, so I know what having 6 pussies is like. Anyway, we're going to spend time with Kiku and find out the last romantic thing. So how's this going to go down? Seems nice so far in the generic bedroom. When I got to Kiku's room to listen to her play, I sensed something different than usual. Hello? Kiku smiled, holding up a pair of harmonicas. A pair? How the fuck would you do that? Just go fucking sideways, just like... I can't imagine that being something that sounds that good, but okay. Nervous about your debut? What do you mean? Kiku let me in, making sure I took the harmonica she gave. She's gonna teach me how to play something. I mean, it's cute. And if you have a musical girlfriend, then, it sounds nice. I was thinking, you may not want to join the music club, but I think you'd still enjoy music more if you tried it for a bit. Oh, she's trying to brainwash me. I'm up for it. I mean, she's nice enough to brainwash. She looks nice enough anyway. I won't force you or anything, but I think you should give something simple a shot. So I got an easy instrument for you to try. I looked at the harmonica in my hand, feeling nervous. I couldn't be as good as you. Kiku chuckled. We won't sound much different. These aren't very good harmonicas. Oh, okay. Do they just have just one note? Well, I guess we could kind of copy you then, even someone as incompetent as us. Come on, let's do it together. 1, 2... She put a harmonica to her lips and briefly motioned for me to do the same before starting to play. Sounds nice so far. I reluctantly held up the harmonica and blew through it, sliding my mouth along the instrument to make different sounds. That sounds nice. It'll be practice for later, moving your lips across it. Haha, I'm so bad. I'm so fucking bad. Do that one again. And then, the two of us messed around with the harmonicas for a while. Kiku was so enthusiastic that I ended up being a bit excited too. Okay. Well, now you know the secret to charming a lesbian. Motherfucking harmonicas. Apparently. Eventually I had to catch my breath after a long string of nonsense sounds. Kiku patted my shoulder. Well, what did you think? I still don't know how I could ever match you, but it was kind of fun. Kiku nodded, as if that was the point. Well, I mean, that is nice, I won't force you to be a performer. There always needs to be a listener to make music worthwhile. I mean, I guess, but, you gotta listen to me one day, listen to me with my one note that I can do very, very long, proper talented lungs there, made of iron. But I wanted you to enjoy making music, even if only for a little bit. I did see why you enjoy this so much. Kiku leaned in and kissed me on the cheek. Ooh, bit of action there. I should play 3 harmonicas, see if that does anything for her. I'm happy to hear that. Thanks for indulging me. I wondered if it was rude to do so, but I gave back the harmonica. I'm glad I could help. Well, I would be insulted if I was going to try and make her a musical person, but... I mean, Kiku seems chill to me, so I guess I don't have to worry there. We agreed to go back to our earlier arrangement for the next meeting, and I headed back to my room. Maybe I have a better understanding of Kiku and her relationship with music now. Maybe you don't. Maybe you're fucking high on drugs, who knows? High on lesbian drugs. Right, I've done this bit because I can skip it. If I can skip it, that means I've done it. So, I'm all loved up, I don't need to do anything else. I might as well just skip the rest of time. No, we've done the bake sale. Oh, okay, I've never not gone to the bake sale, apparently. I'm not really interested in buying anything, even if it's from the cooking club. I'll probably go do some homework instead. Well, that's always nice, just ignore our dear friend there. The one time we actually focused on her, we ignore our bakery sale. Don't spend time. Yeah, I don't care, I'm just gonna have a masturbation session. Hold on, what the fuck? Have we done a week 16 before? I've been seeing flyers around a performance by the music club coming up this week. A few girls from my class have started mentioning it too. Sounds like people are interested in it. Maybe I should look into going. I should go. I want to see Kiku perform. Okay, so I guess this is what I get for, being in love with Kiku or whatever. It wasn't like our private meetings, but I couldn't miss a chance to listen to her play, now that, I'm inside her vagina. I made a note at the time, hoping I wouldn't be too busy to go. Alright, cool. Are we going to get a new background? Are we going to be able to see a musical theatre? Or are they just going to play in the cafeteria now? The day of the performance came. The dining hall was rearranged to support an audience for the music club. Okay, well, fair enough. I guess it's going to be somewhere in the middle or some shit. There was a pretty big turnout. There were some empty seats, but it was a larger crowd than I expected. The performance itself was fun. The music club did a bunch of different types of music, so it was interesting to see them switch styles so quickly. Do you want to, specify? Was there some classical, some rock, some country, some heavy metal, some death metal, some metal of some sort? Okay. When it was over, I went over to the club members to see if I could talk to Kiku. Alright. Hey, Himeka! Kiku walked over to me and gave me a hug. Oh, that's nice. I'm glad you showed up. I was afraid you might be too busy. I didn't want to miss out on seeing you. Thanks, it means a lot that you were able to make it today. Well, anytime, I guess. I mean, I'm only one of your audience members. We talked about the songs they played for a bit, but eventually she had to help her club clean up the temporary stage. I ended up sticking around to help with the cleanup. I would have felt guilty if I left Kiku to do it without me. Cool, fair enough. I mean, it's nice and all, but it's a bit annoying that if I was friends with her, she probably wouldn't have visited the fucking performance. She probably would have just been like, oh no, that's only a friend. Only people I finger are my real friends that I should care about. Alright, don't spend time with anyone. And then is that the end? Are we still going? Week 17? Well, winter break begins, so I thought it ended 15 weeks, but I haven't played this game for a while, I guess. Lay down on my bed exhausted. I've already done this bit. Spend time with Kiku. I decided to call up Kiku and ask her to spend Christmas Eve with me. After telling her what my idea was, I waited for her response. That sounds like a good idea. Really? I'm glad you think so. Is my room okay? Nice. Sure, I'll be looking forward to it. Yeah! I have to take a few deep breaths after hanging up. I had a date for Christmas Eve. Hooray! Like all the others you had. Oh, and everything looks kind of slightly different to add to that festive season. I mean, it's kind of ironic that this is going to kind of end when Christmas is actually round the corner. This game series, of which I love. I hope my room didn't look too messy or bland or anything when Kiku showed up. I didn't know what to do to prepare. Get naked, or play a harp for her or some shit. I'm sure those two are basically as excitable as each other. Oh, hey sexy. Nervousness made me jump a bit when she knocked, and I had to take a deep breath before I let her in. Happy Christmas Eve, Himeka. She presented a small packaged cake with 2 disposable forks. That's nice. What flavour cake? Oh, I guess I'm not gonna ever fucking know. I hope you don't mind that I brought a rather traditional gift. Well, I bit my tongue when I did that. If you've given me Christmas pudding, and I know I'm gonna get some hate for this, I don't like Christmas pudding. Please get it away from me. Or anything with raisins in it. I know this game once did like a cookies with raisins in it, and that was just a bad move, a bad idea. Everyone died. Everyone got some kind of like radioactive poisoning because of it. It's fine. I'm glad you came. I sounded so weird, didn't I? She was so much better at dating than I was. I'm sure of it. We sat down and started eating the cake. I didn't know what to talk about, so we spent a few minutes in silence. Okay. Try to relax, okay? This is supposed to be a happy day. Well, everyone's got such serious faces. It's like there's a funeral in here or something. Take whatever worries you have and try to set them aside, okay? Maybe try taking a few deep breaths. She sounded so mature when she said things like that. Ooh, I like my mature mummies. Looking up at her face, she even had the expression that made her look every bit her age. Not even her youthful features could discredit her. Deep breaths. Kiku nodded, smiling softly. Right, like that. Kiku scooted closer to me. Are we gonna, lose our virginities here? Because it sounds like this is where it's going. Feeling a bit better? Yeah. In that case, is it alright if I try something? Tell me if you find it odd or inappropriate. Go ahead. Kiku took a piece of the cake on her fork, then lifted it. Reaching up, she put it in my mouth. And someone seemed to like that, because now she's like, ah! Look at that gorgeous face, that cake-loving, ah! My face was so hot, I barely realized that I chewed and swallowed the cake. Alright, cool, good to know cake can turn you on. I mean, at least you put it in your mouth and nowhere else. Was that too far? No. My fork was left unused after that. I couldn't bring myself to be that bold, so Kiku fed the both of us until the cake was gone. Still didn't know what flavour cake it was, but I guess we could imagine it was cake flavour. After that, we talked about Kiku's most recent performance. She promised to play one of the songs I liked for me in private sometime. As we talked, I became aware of just how close we were. Kiku's cute face was shining with joy and energy. I felt myself leaning in closer. She noticed me hovering over her, and I almost panicked until she took my hand in hers. Let me know if this is too far, or if this sounds dumb to say. Are you going to do it for everything this? You get like a strap-on and it's like, oh, let me know if this is too far. And Himika's going to be fine with it, because let's be honest, she is kind of into the action, be it being fed cake or strap-on sex. Her face brushed against mine. We were touching now. I was waiting desperately for the kiss. Do you want to play a song with me? Yeah, this is where the real action is. Play that fucking harmonica. Just go. And then, you know, I probably just deafened you guys. I'm sorry about that. I do. I bet she doesn't know. She'll be just thinking about, you know, the possible other things they could be doing. Oh, okay, and that was it. Well, that wasn't very romantic. All that happened was we were like, oh, look, I'll feed you cake. Oh, play a harmonica. There was no chemistry there. Wow, that was depressing. Okay, fine. I mean, it was still kind of fun to play. I'm not going to deny that. But I think Kiku was like the least appropriate girl to go for. I mean, they didn't even like snuggle or anything. At least like Atsuko was kind of shy, but it was kind of cute. And then there was that other girl I've forgotten the name of, who I dated first, who I like more than the others, because I haven't played this game. I've forgotten everyone's name except Izumi's. You know, the grey-haired girl. Like, you know, she seemed quite nice and cheeky and, you know, it suited us. But that just seemed inappropriate. That's like the game's way of saying, no, you shouldn't have chosen this girl. This girl's kind of, you know, not going to be the cup of tea you want. But that's fine, cool. Well, we've done those routes. Now, the last thing I want to do is switch up the girls I did, like, at the time. So now we're going to do my favourite girl as a friend, and whatever girl I treated as a friend at the time as a lover. But I've got to remember which girls that... I'm sure I'll remember, and I'm sure there'll just be a lot of skipping text. But how is that going to go down? Are we going to get new friendship routes as well as lover routes? Well, we may see that in the next episode. But yeah, if you want to play the game for yourself, have fun playing with lesbians. Maybe just, you know, playing music and treating that, substituting sex for that. Because that sounds fucking fun. There'll be a link to the game in the description down below. Without further ado, look at the subscribe channel. Until next time, see ya!